It sounded like your guys have been a little banged up in the scrimmages, but how have you seen some of the other guys respond to extra reps?
Yeah, this past scrimmage, we saw a ton of growth from both. Really, it was three guys that got majority of the reps between Isaiah McMillan, Grant Grayton, and DeMarcus Gardner, and it was super good to see all of those guys come in and compete. We were dinged up a little bit, but now we built competitive depth, which is a huge thing. You don't just got depth, but you got guys that you can rely on because of the amount of reps that they've gotten because of those guys being a little dinged up.
How important is it to have that when your position kind of runs through a lot of guys?
Yeah, it is huge. It is huge because our guys play special teams too. So it's not just, the 60, 70 defensive snaps that you're going to see. It's also, running down on punt, running down on kickoff, playing what we call PBR, punt block return. All of that stuff matters. So 60 reps can turn into 80 reps really fast. And if we don't have the guys to rotate, it's going to be a problem.
How many do you want to play in a game as part of that?
Right. I don't want to put a number on that because it could be 2, it could be 5. It just depends on how things go.
Sykes is a guy who spent his time at the FCS level. Now he's leveling up. How have you seen him take to that adjustment?
He's taken advantage of everything that this place has to offer, right? Obviously, they didn't have the same resources at Western Carolina. And a guy that's hungry like that, he gets to, eat from the cafeteria, see a different training room, weight room, all of that stuff. Like, he has taken true advantage of the resources and the opportunity, and he's been super super engaging with it as well. So whether that's with me or the other coaches coming in when he gets the time, so it's been really good for him.
Has there been, a lot of these guys in your room have played some, maybe not a ton.
Right.
So what do they have to sort of learn from in this preseason to be ready for September 5th?
Yeah, we're treating every day like they're true game reps. Going against the DJ Millers, the Kenny Darby's, guys like that. Like, you see those guys every day. Those are the guys that we're going to see on Saturday. So if you can take our one-on-ones that we do and we can critique those, like, this is going to be you in live action, our team reps 7-on-7, like, we're utilizing that as if they're game reps.
Coach Bateman has said some nice things about Isaiah the last couple Saturdays. What have you seen from him as a guy who apparently had a big summer?
Yeah, he just grew a ton. Like, he came in, he didn't play a lot last year because of a couple injuries, but he got his mind right, and he learned the scheme pretty fast. He's a super smart kid, and in the classroom, in the meeting room, he does a really good job. And then it just comes, when you have to process the things in the meeting room to the field. It took him a little while, but once he got it, and like I said, taking advantage of these reps when some guys are out, like, it really helped him to mature and get rolling that way.
One of the few guys that has gotten reps here at Kentucky is Ryan. I just wanted to get your thoughts on him and what makes him so special.
Yeah, he's something that I like to use, like the pros that I've been around, they've been pros before they became pros. And that's what Ryan is. Like, Ryan, he might as well live here. Like, this kid is always here. He texts me at midnight the other night, something in a playbook from our video system. I'm like, bro, I'm not responding to you. Even if I'm up, go to sleep. But that's the type of stuff that's going to differentiate him from the other guys. So just a kid that's locked in, and I'm super excited for him this year.
Much has been made about playing a little bit more man, having to be stickier. What goes into making sure that those guys are ready to walk up one-on-one?
Yeah, Coach Bateman, it's good that we're playing man-to-man, but there's also going to be people flying in the quarterback's face. So that's going to be a really good thing. But I've always been a man-to-man guy in the past, and I truly love it. But I think we have the mixture of playing with some vision and blitzing guys and playing man, like you said. And I think that's going to all come together and make it really clean for our guys.
Ron said you like to get up and down the field during practice. You ever, I don't know, maybe tweaked a hammy or rolled your ankle while you were, running up and down the field?
I usually stretch pretty thoroughly before we get out there because I do not feel anywhere close to what I did when I played. So I haven't done that yet, knock on wood. Like I said, I'm going to stick to the stretching routine, good 20 minutes, get my mind right, and then get out there and roll.
So no broken bones in camp like this,
Oh, come on now. Yeah, I slowed that part of it down too. So yeah, no, we're good. I'm not punching at footballs anymore, so we're good.
Why is it important for you to get out there with the guys and the cleats on?
I'm a player's coach, man. I want to be as relatable as I can. You know, I'm 35 years old, but I want to do this till I'm, however, like 60 years old. I want to be out there with my cleats. Tuesdays and Wednesdays for me are work days. I'm gonna have my cleats on for as long as I can, and I think they feel that too. Like it rubs off on them. And to me, you know, I wanted that when I was a player, so I'm gonna give it to them now that I'm a coach.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Good.
You know, I think it's a great honor, but you don't win anything in football alone. So, like, I've had some really good players and really good coaches that I've worked for and got to learn from. So I think it's just an honor for them and just for me.
Obviously, the star and nickel position are really essential in Coach Bateman's defense. What have you seen from your group so far, and you guys think you'll be able to handle the load that it takes to guard in the middle of the field?
Absolutely, yeah. They've attacked it, right? Embraced the role, right? Come up extra, right? They're here all the time. Like all the DBs really are here all the time. Like they're asking us, hey, can we watch this? Can we learn this? Like what's next, right? They're hungry to learn, and they've been attacking it really well this fall camp and even throughout the spring.
Obviously, you played for Coach Bateman. You worked with him at A&M. What made you want to follow him here?
I think when you have a really good relationship with the coach, like he recruited me out of high school. I played for him, worked for him at A&M. I always kept in contact with him and a lot of my old coaches as well. Like it kind of attracted me to this position, yes, sir.
Could you sense that he was kind of eager to kind of put his stamp on the defense again? That's what he's told us. He wanted to build it.
I think so, absolutely. Like exactly what he's told you.
Now, what did you always plan on getting into coaching, or was there something that happened when you were playing for him that like, all right, I need to pursue this?
I think when you're like your junior year of college, right, you start thinking about like what you're gonna do. Like for me, it was the Army, right? Like I knew I was doing that, and then like what was I gonna do next? And I always just came back to football, something I love to do. Like it's my passion. So, you know, I was in AI there for a couple of years. Then I was in the Army. I would help out at local high schools. Like always hitting up Coach Bateman, Coach Luce, my position coach, just letting them know, like, hey, this is what I want to do. And then once I got out, I just attacked it.
What are some of the maybe like principles that you took with you from your time at West Point that you incorporate into your coaching?
Yeah, I think you know, accountability is the biggest thing, right? Like being accountable for who you are, right? Knowing your job, right? Playing hard. Like I felt like that's something I'm gonna take with me everywhere, and just competing your ass off. Oh my bad. And just competing, right? Like at all times, right? Like I think those things that we did at Army, right? I think those always carry over.
A guy that also played for Bateman is Aaron Gates. What have you seen from him? Obviously, a couple of injury troubles this last couple of years, but how is he feeling physically, mentally heading into this final year?
Good, right? I think he's attacked both, right? Like I think he's attacked it on the field and off the field, right? Like he's one of those guys that's up here all the time, right? He's in the training room all the time, right? Doing prehab, rehab, whatever it takes, right, to stay healthy. And he's just attacked the position, right? Like he comes, like he's hitting me up all the time to meet and watch film, right? And sometimes I'm like, hey, you got to go meet with him because I got to do this real quick. But then like I go meet with him again, so it's been good.
Obviously, you recruited Aaron to play the star, but the returning guys who had not played that position, was it a thing where you saw them in practice and said they could be stars, or did you just from day one say Kavis and Andrew and those guys are going to be your spot?
I think when you're putting in a new defense, you kind of look at their skill sets, right? You look at the old film, right? See what they can do. A lot of it is some walkthrough too, like getting their mind right, getting to see that position because it's a little different than playing corner and safety. And then from there, right, you just see what they do during the practice. I think.
How do you feel about the depth there?
I think it's good. Like the thing that you do spring ball, fall camp, right? Like you want to build as much depth as possible.
How hard is this position where you have to be able to cover some fast guys in the slot? How hard is it to judge, like, okay, this guy, he can hand the physicality if he's got to come up for run support?
Watch practice. Like see him during practice, right? Drill it during individual, right? Go evaluate him during practice and then watch them get better.
For the casuals watching this later today or the rest of the week, try to explain some of the differences between safety, corner, and nickel or star.
Right, so your corners are typically outside, your safeties are typically deeper, right? Your stars typically in the slot, right? We'll do some man, we'll do some zone, we'll blitz a little bit, right? Playing the apex a little bit. A little different, like there's a little bit of corner to it, there's a little bit of safety to it, right? And it just depends like on your scheme, what you're doing with them, right? So for us, like that guy does a little bit of everything, and he's got to be able to handle it.
Are there characteristics that you look for primarily?
Yeah, I think you got to be a football junkie, right? I think you got to love playing football. I think you got to have the skill set to do it. I think you got to study a lot, right? Because you got to be able to handle motions and playing in the run and blitzing and covering, right? You're going to do all of it in the game. So I think that comes with, your level of talent and how much you attack it off the field, right? Like how much study you put in, and I think those guys have done that.
Coach Brown's talking about lacing them up, stretching out. Getting out there, you the same way, or are you out there?
Yeah, sometimes I do, yeah, when I can, right? But these guys are really good athletes, so most of the time we got other guys to do that.
Everybody good?